it's Cathy. Welcome to another edition of Fast and Fabulous on Friday. Today I'm going to show you how to make this card here. And as you can see, it has a window sheet piece over the top, and then inside it's finished so you can put your sentiment. So let's get started. For your cardstock, you'll need a piece of basic black that's 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches and folded in half for your card front. You'll need a piece of soft sky that measures 4 inches by 5.25 inches. A piece of Whisper White that's 4 inches by 5.25 inches. A piece of the Designer Series paper from the Whole Lot of Lovely DSP, and this measures 3 3/4 inches by 5 inches. You'll need an 1/8 inch piece of the silver ribbon. You'll need a silver metallic foil doily and a piece of the window sheets that measures 4 1/4 inches by 5 1/4 inches, and you're going to score along the 1/4 inch here so that it can be folded over. And finally, you'll need a scrap piece of Whisper White to stamp on. You will also need some markers, and these are all from the Settles collection. This is Pear Pizzazz, Pink Pirouette, So Saffron, Pool Party, and Blushing Bride. Okay, with basic black ink, you'll stamp the Happy Birthday to You floral here on the Whisper White piece. And then punch that out using the new label punch. And then you will get your soft sky piece, and from the inside area, because we're going to conserve paper here, we're going to stamp 2 of these outline label pieces, because this won't show, and we'll punch those out. Like that. And now we can color the little label, and for that I'm going to color these flowers here in the So Saffron. And then in the Pool Party, I'm going to do these little tiny bluebells. And there's one little guy right there too. And then in the Pink Pirouette, I'm going to do these flowers. And then I'm going to come back on those and kind of in the shaded ones, the little petals across the back, and at the bases of these others, I'm going to touch it just lightly with the Blushing Bride one and just give them some dimension, touching all those little petals. There we go. And then finally, I'll go and color in all the leaves. There we go. And the final thing I'll do is come back with a wink of Stella and put a little wink of Stella on the flowers. And across the banner. Now when doing the banner, to make sure that you don't get any smearing, I just kind of stay outside of the letters, the stamped letters, to start, and then just kind of fill in by just tapping it, not really rubbing it in between them and the centers. And it just makes it so it doesn't smear, but you're getting enough of the wink of Stella in there. Okay. On these two pieces, we'll set that to the side to dry. On these two pieces, you want to cut these lengthwise in half. And if you can do it on your cutter or you can just do it with your scissors, what I'm going to do, because I don't think I'm going to get that straight otherwise, is get a pencil here and line up my ruler just like that and draw a line. And that way I can cut and know that I'm cutting straight. And then I'll just come back and erase that line. Get my eraser here. Okay, so now I can just follow that line straight across. Just make sure that your ink is good and dry before you erase with your pencil marks so that it doesn't smear your ink. Those are all good to go. Okay. So we'll get the Whisper White piece and go ahead and attach those to the inside of the card. And I'm just going to center them as best as I can. Thought this was a fun look and something different, a different use for your stamp and your punch. Looks a little bit different than the label does. So. Okay, so we can put that on the inside of the card. Just like that. So normally I would take this and use my silicone mat and my fast fuse to put adhesive on the back side of it. However, I am on vacation and my silicone mat did not get packed. But I've got some strips here of the tear and tape that I've cut lengthwise. So I'll place those down on the ribbon. And actually, normally I would do onto the paper, because if you've watched my other videos, I recommend doing the paper so that it stays straight, but I've already started this, so we're just going to go with it. Maybe my brain's on vacation too. So then we'll take these off, and this will go right here in the center. And that will be placed down onto my soft sky piece. Okay. The label is going to be placed down onto your silver foil doily, centered like that. And now you'll take your window sheet with the score, and you really want to get this as pressed down as you can. You can use your bone folder or your fingernails, whichever works best, but you really want that as flat as possible. And then on the inside of it, again, I'm going to take a couple of trimmed pieces of tear and tape that I have so that they're narrow enough, and place it inside that little 1/4 inch. And then that is going to go onto the back of your piece. And just squeeze it till it gets in there. And you want to make sure that it stays as tight up against the top as you can get it. Okay. And we'll attach that to our card. And this probably really needs to have fast fuse or something that's really has a good stick because of that window sheet. And we'll place that down. And then finally, we'll put this piece on some dimensionals. And place that down right in the center. And now to make sure that that stays in place, I'll take some glue dots. Get my scissors here. And place the glue dots right there in behind our label so they're not seen. And I've got them right where the dimensionals are, and then press that down. And there is our birthday card using the Label Me Pretty bundle. Isn't that nice? Thanks for joining me again for another Fast and Fabulous on Friday. Tune in next week for another card, and enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you soon.